Hello, my friends. Getting all set up here and ready to go again for another solo jazz Saturday. It's been a week, so I'm excited to get some dancing done, do some endorphin building, and hear some good music. We're going to check in here with my music computer. Also, welcome to my new apartment. It is completely unset up so far, but we are in and officially in the new place, which is exciting. If anyone wants a futon, we're getting rid of that, so let me know. But today we're going to be dancing to a couple of brand new albums that have just come out recently since quarantine started. One of them, our warm-up, is going to be by Greg Ruby and the Greg Ruby 6. That one is available in its entirety right now, and it's only been up for a little while. The link is down there in the doodly-doo. And the other one we're going to be dancing to is by Jen Hodge. And we've danced to this song before, but before we danced to the first minute, now we're dancing to the second minute. And a cool thing about that is that song and the whole album it's on are not released yet. The song is, but the album is not released yet. The launch party is going to be in about 10 days. And Jen's going to do a cool online live stream party and all that stuff. And some of us will be dancing in the routine that we learned 6 weeks ago, to that when the first tracks were released. So check out that original video. I put the link to the original video down there in the doodly-doo as well, so you can go back and learn that one if you've forgotten it. But we're going to be working on a whole different part of it now, and because of the way Jen writes her songs, this part is very different than the last one. She's got a bunch of variety and likes to push the boundaries a little bit of the rules, which is fun. So to start off with, we're going to do a warm-up. So find yourself some space, and make sure you're not going to kick anything important. Pad it if you're going to kick it. And we're going to start off with, like I said, Just a Little Swing by the Greg Ruby 6. And let's get moving here. Awesome. All right. It's true. My head won't hit the ceiling in here. It's a long, narrow pathway, but I have height. So for once, I can put my arms up over my head, which means I get to spend a little time unlearning the last 8 months of terrible habits from trying not to drag my fingernails through the ceiling, but we'll get over it. So that was Just a Little Swing by Greg Ruby and the Greg Ruby 6, a brand new album that just came out this summer. The link is down there in the description, so you can go over and pick that up. Remember, if you're going to be listening to music by current musicians, a great way to do that is to go to bandcamp.com. They give a better rate to the musicians for people who buy the album than Apple Music or than Spotify, way better than Spotify, or any of those other places. So if you get a chance to do that, if you can hold off until the first Friday of the month, during COVID times, Bandcamp is giving 100% of the proceeds from those sales to the artists. So if you want to compile a list of all the things you want to buy throughout the month and then pick them up on that first time, that's awesome. For the first Friday of the month, they get more money for that. But even if you're just going to pick one up, a single song or whole album mid-month, it's better to go through Bandcamp for the artists than it is to go through other places because they get 85% normally. So go support your jazz artists so they will keep playing music and making great music for us to dance to. And when we get through this, we can dance to live music again, which I'm really looking forward to. But in case you're just tuning in, we're going to be doing our next bit to another brand new album that is only partially out so far. Again, link in the doodly-doo. But this is Jen Hodge All-Stars, and they're playing The Earthquake Drill, which we danced to when the EP was released for it about 6 weeks ago. Because she put out a couple of the songs from the album, but not the whole thing, just a little teaser. And we danced to it that very weekend. We're going to dance to another part of that same song and celebrate the album one more time because in about 10 days, Jen's hosting an online launch party for her album, and I want us all to be ready and familiar with it for that. If you're not familiar with Jen Hodge, check out her stuff. She does really cool, innovative jazz things. She's one of our favorite bass players in all sorts of bands. If you've heard any of the recordings from Lindy Focus, she's the bassist on a ton of those. So you're probably familiar with her, even if you haven't heard her own original stuff yet. So let's get started. So last time we danced to the beginning of the song. We're just starting right where we left off last time at about 55 seconds for those of you tuning in at home, which is literally all of us. So you can cue up your song to 55 seconds when you're practicing. I'm going to have us start a little bit slower than the actual tempo. It's about 200 beats per minute. We're going to start about 190. It helps to memorize sometimes if you have time to think. But when you're practicing at home, you want to practice it to the point where it gets up to speed. And I'm going to play just the end of what we did last time. You don't need to know that, so if you're just tuning in for the first time on this song, no stress. I'm going to play the end of what we did last time, and I'll show you right where we're going to come in. This is The Earthquake Drill by the Jen Hodge All-Stars. 5, 6, 7, 8. So let me know if that helped with the music toward the end there. I moved the speaker a little bit. I can try moving it again, and I have a fan I can turn off as well if we need to. So just keep you posted on the quality there. I'm going to play one more part right in the middle of that just so we can hear how the music is, and you can let me know, and then we'll start with the actual dancing bits. Cool. I think a bit better is as good as we're going to get for now, and I'll work on my setup as we unpack things and get the right equipment out. For those that don't know, I was stranded in Spokane with a broken car until yesterday, so our boxes are still sitting just outside of the frame of the camera in a giant pile. But we're going to start off with a little bit of a big movement. Normally we start off kind of small and build our way up, but because we are starting at the end of the other choreo, we've already started small and built our way up. We've gone... So we're starting on that big moment. The other cool thing about this song is it starts off with a really like 4 on the floor swing feel, and Jen on the bass kind of keeps that through the song. But a lot of the instruments get a little bit more 20s here for this section of the song, so we're going to be strongly influenced by the 20s version of the Charleston for bits here. So we're going to start off with squat Charleston, which we've done before. But for those that have not yet, we're going to bring your right leg in. You're going to make a 4 out of your legs, so kind of that shape there. You're going to kick it up, and then you're going to switch and make that 4 with the other side. So it goes in, kick, switch, kick, switch, kick, switch, kick, switch, kick, switch. When I do that, I'm going to bring my arm to match my leg. So as I'm making that 4, my matching arm is going to swing up that direction as well. Kick, switch, kick, switch, kick, switch, kick, switch. And when we do that, arm is on the time that the leg is folding up into the 4. So I'm not moving the arm every beat. It's only going when that leg gathers up underneath. So on the kick, our arms are going to hold still. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And because I practiced it this way before, for some of you, I'm going to double up that last kick. So it'll go single, single, double. If that blows your mind and you're just not ready for it, I have a breakdown of that in previous videos, but you can do singles the whole way through right now. So that's you. I'm going to do single, single, double. Go, just check in the comments there. So let's try that with the right foot coming up on count 1. We go 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. So you want to keep your upper body pretty cool on that, like still, and your legs will do most of the moving. So I don't want to have a lot of rocking this way. It's going to be pretty controlled in my body. I'm using my core muscles for that to hold that steady, and then my legs are doing the bit. You want to feature the legs in this move, which means you want to make the rest of you as small as you can. I don't want to hunch though, so I'm going to live up to the name of squat Charleston, and instead of being here, which doesn't show very well, I'm going to get down low. And then have that low feeling. That brings my body down, and I look a lot smaller in the silhouette, which in this room right now, we have a lot of silhouette because I'm up against the lit window. I may not go full out on this every time because I'll kick those couches, but go as full out as you can in your space, and I'll try and break it down for you a little more if you have questions, so just put those over there in the comments. But we're doing 2 squat Charleston 8 counts. So right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. So let's try that real quick with music, just that much. I'll count you in. 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's a little bit brisk, right? It's going boom, 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 boom. And this is already 5% slower than the original tune. The trick to making it work is A, putting that foot underneath you whenever you change weight. So I don't want to go out to the side like this. Kick, step, kick, where I travel. The closer I stay to one spot, where I bring that foot in underneath me, directly below, the easier it is for me to go faster and faster because I don't have to travel. So save yourself some energy. We'll sweat plenty today. You don't need the help. And step right underneath yourself. The other thing is I want to keep that quarter note beat into the floor. This is my first time doing a class in our new apartment on the 3rd floor, so we'll find out if we have downstairs neighbors that are light sleepers. But I want to keep that quarter note beat into the floor as much as I can. After that, we're going to go into a little bit of a crawl. We did that in the warm-up. Everyone's got it down, I'm sure. Checking the camera. Cool. So we had squat Charleston, left, right, right, and left, right, left, left. On the and after that, it's a 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. I'm going to jump down, put my heels toward the back right corner, and walk both my heels, both my toes over to the side. So altogether that looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. So you got slow, slow, quick, quick, quick. And this is kind of a breather step for us. This is a transition, so don't worry about making it too crazy, but I do want to make sure that it's controlled and not just floopy. So find a height you want to do, a shape you want to do with your body, and own that shape kind of for the whole thing. So we're not doing, a lot of times when we do a simple step like this, I'll have us do a height change or something. This one, you can if you want, but we're not too worried about it. It's going to be just a smooth little filler step. Because the next one gets a little bit crazy. In fact, it's called crazy leg. So we went heels, toe, heel, toe, heel. On 8, that was 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. On 8, I'm going to transfer my weight to my left foot. And I'm going to act like I'm going to do a 20s Charleston. So I'm going to touch my right toe in front of me toward my audience. Boom. So it goes 1. I'm going to bring it around like I'm going to do a continuation of that Charleston, but it's a lie. I'm going to go 1 with the toes. I'm going to bring my heel past my other heel and sweep it up like I'm flicking something under the rug behind me. So we're going to that similar 4 shape to what we did on the squat Charleston, but a little bit more aggressive. We're flinging that foot up. So we went 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3. Now I'm going to let my knee lead my toes around. So what I do is I'm here. I'm going to pull this right knee out and across myself. I'm really thinking about, let's see if I can make this work in this camera. My knee's here. I'm going to pull it that way in front of my leg, and that makes my foot flip around. So try just a couple times, waving your knee in front of you, with your toes following the top of your knee. Your top of your knee is what's leading this move. Get a feeling for that a little bit. See if you can balance on that left leg. Cool. Now we're going to do that right foot, sweep it on the ground behind us, and then do that. So it goes shoot, shoot, shoot. So we have our touch in front, sweep behind, knee, knee. So that goes 1, 3, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to be pretty quick on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So wah, wah, wah. This won't work very well if you try and drive it with your foot. It's got to be driven from that top of the knee. If I try and make my foot do the work, it goes too far. It becomes a little ballet-y. So I want to really stay in that athletic posture and let the knees steer things. The foot just kind of trails behind like a streamer. So we had our crawls, went 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm transferring right to the left on count 8. I go 1 in front with my toes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're down on 6, little hop on 7, down on 8. With the soft landing as I can muster for my poor neighbors. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's go from the crawls through the crazy legs. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do that one more time for me. The hardest part for me is this move normally starts behind. But we're starting with that touch in front to burn a couple counts. So don't be like me. Get it right the first time. It'll be great. Here we go. From the crawl. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not a very big hop. Just like someone bounced on a trampoline, but you weren't helping the bouncing very much. Just a little boing. And let's go all the way from the beginning of our section. So we've got 2 squat Charlestons, the crawls, and then the crazy legs. And that is our first phrase. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time so I can remember that toe I talked about. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. There it is. I don't know if you can hear it on the track right now because I know the sound quality isn't great going from this random speaker shoved in front of my computer. But when we're doing that little hop, the trombone goes bop, bop. So there's actually a musical cue for that, and you'll hear it when you download the song and actually practice on your own. Let's keep moving along. We'll come back to this, of course, every time we run through. If you do have questions at any point, type them up in the comments. It takes about 30 seconds for YouTube to decide I should see those, but I will answer them as soon as they come up. So ask away if you have them. All right, so we just finished our jump on 7 land. We're going to go into another move that we did in the warm-up, which is double kicks. So if you have your stage that you're in right now, we've been, there's downstage toward the audience, upstage away from the audience, and center stage right in between the two. We've been kind of in center so far. So I'm going to get a little aggressive and go at my audience on this next move. All we're doing in the basic function of this move is we're kicking our right leg twice, kick, kick, kicking our left leg twice, and kick, kick, and kick, kick. While we do that, I'm going to flap my wings from my shoulder blades forward, like I'm trying to push myself backward in space with the wind from my wings here. But we're actually going to move forward while it happens. So I'm going to go kick, 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 kick at my audience. For me, the window is going to be my audience, so I'll be going away from you. Do what you do, probably toward your camera. So we finished our 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't have very many counts, so you can travel a little bit extra. Like for me, it's not the time, so I'll go through the window, but whatever your space allows, move forward a little bit on those kicks. So 2 on the right, 2 on the left. Then we're going to do 4 fishtails, just like we did last week. So we're going to go, I clap and gather in. I pivot on my left heel or the ball of my foot, depending on what style you want to do. I push back through my left leg to drive that right butt dimple up stage right. So I go 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that should take us back just to center stage in whatever space you're in. So we're not going too far forward, and we are coming back immediately afterward. So let's just do those double kicks, and then the moving back of the fishtails. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 3, 5, 7. Again. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, 5, 7. And just because the connection parts are always the hard bits, let's go from the crawls into the crazy legs, into the double kicks, into the fishtails. So start with that 1, 3. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry. Brain fart. Let's just do that one more time. So from here we're going to go into the double kicks. That transition is going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Moving on to your left foot and be ready for that. From the crawls. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, 5, 7, 8. 1, 3, 5, 7. From there, the structure of the song is the same. We have 2/8 of a big thing, and then kind of 2/8 of resolution in every 4/8 clump for this chunk. Jen doesn't like to stick to one boring thing. She sort of takes after Duke Ellington in that way. She likes to vary her structure a bit. But for this first chunk, we have 2 big things and 2 denouement things every phrase. The first time we had our crawls and our crazy legs for the columnar part of the music, and we have the squat Charleston moving part. This time we have the big kicks and the fishtails, and then we're going to go into Another move that we did sort of in the warm-up. You're going to down your left foot. I'm going to twist my hips 90 degrees, and that's going to pop my other foot up off the floor. So if you've done Frankie Do, there's a couple of ways that this may happen there. A lot of them are going to be here or here. We're doing that twist and keeping the foot low. So we're basically just doing kick steps, but we're adding a twist to those kick steps. So it goes kick, step, I'll probably call this out as twist, step, but just don't forget there is a kick going out at the same time. So I'm twisting on my left, kicking with my right. We go 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. One more time, starting on 8. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. We're going to do one more of these, but the rhythm is going to change a little bit. So I'm still doing that twist like we did before, but it's being a kick ball change instead of just a kick. So I'll probably say twist ball change to remind us what we're doing. It'll go twist ball change. And then we have 2 running steps in place. Right, left. So it goes twist, step, twist, ball change, step. Twist, step, twist, ball change, step. And that comes immediately after our fishtails. So just do those twists. It goes 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. I'm probably not going to jog those too hard, those steps, but you can keep them more in a jogging stance, less in a walking stance. I'm just trying to be nice to my neighbors, so do what you have to do for your space. Let's go back to the kicks forward, and then the fishtails, and then our twists. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. One more time. I'm going to check for questions over here. When I'm checking is a great time to write them because I'll check again soon and see whatever you wrote. So if you need water, that's a great time too. Stay hydrated, by the way. It's hard to learn if you have a dried out body. Husk of a human. All right, let's try that one more time from the double kicks. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. On that run, I want to start preparing my arms behind me a little bit. We're going to steal a little bit from the Frankie Do. We do that back and front. So I'm just rocking on my feet like a bored 5-year-old. And I want to kind of keep myself centered on the same spot. I'm just throwing my balance off in 2 directions at once. So you get like the Bruce Almighty, and then you get punched in the gut. That's 1, 3. So we finished our 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 3. Next 3 steps are again just running in place. So the first time we had 2 runs, this time we have 3 runs. Okay, 2 and 3. So we have so far, we start off the top with our squat Charleston. We go into our crawls. After our crawls, we have the fake Charleston into crazy leg thing. Double kicks, fishtails, our twists, shakadoo-da-da, our shouts, back, front, run again. So let's go all the way from the top at about half the speed of the song, just really taking it easy, and see if we can get that memorization locked in a little bit before we move on to the second half of our choreography. So squat Charleston, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I said I was going to go half speed, and then I started like 10% slower. Let's be nice to you and actually go slow. So squat Charleston, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, 5, 7, 8. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3. Run. Cool. Grab yourself a sip of water. I'm doing the same. If you have questions, type them up there. And let's listen to what comes next, because it gets a little bit weird in the song here. And we want to make sure we're dancing to the song and not just to my chanting. So I'm going to go back to our beginning. I'll talk us through what moves we're doing as we do them, and watch for this transition. So we have squat Charleston, crawls, crazy legs, double kicks, fishtails. 8, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, back, front, run, 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 and then we're back. So we have this one little 2/8 count interlude where it goes wow, 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 wow. And during that time, because the rhythm they're doing in that second 8 count is originally from a song, or probably not originally, but most famous from a song called Charleston, where it goes Charleston, Charleston. We're going to do some classic 1920s Charleston bits here. So our first bit, our run, run, run gives us a lot of flexibility, right? We went back, front, run, run, run. So on this next one, we're actually going to go a little bit pigeon-toed. Knock our knees together without putting our feet together, if you have to go to the bathroom. And we're going to do this. Arms up. You can do them however you want to. Rock fists, whatever you want. Hang loose. But your arms are up in the air. Your toes are in. Don't worry about the feet quite yet. Our pattern for our arms is going to be up, and then either head or shoulders, whichever one you want to do. Make a pose out of that. And then hips. However you want to do hips. And then knees. So we go up, head, hips, knees. So 1, 3, 5, 7. On the knees, really do try to avoid doing a full flat back stretch. I want to get low on that because our next move kind of needs it. So that's the one thing I'm going to be kind of picky about. But otherwise, up, not quite as up, less up, not up at all. So let's just do that. Whatever your arm styling of choice is. We go 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep that in your hopper. You can try and practice what you do the feet if you want, or you can just do the feet first. Our feet are going to crawl. So we started off toes in, knees in, and we're going to pivot those open. The trick to that is I'm on the ball of my left foot and the heel of my right foot. I'm on the front of my left foot and the back of my right foot as I do that. And that walks me a little bit that way. Now I'm going to go on the front of my right foot and the back of my left foot. The front of my right and the back of my left. Enter my knees in again. And then I'm going to go on the front of my left foot and the back of my right foot and turn my knees out again. So let's practice just that crawl. It's a little bit weird if you've never done it before. We're on the ball. Our feet are turned in at the beginning, right? We just did that run, 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 and 1. On this one, I want to make sure my weight is on the front of my left foot and the back of my right foot so that I move to the right on this crawl. Wow. You can try that a couple times. Once you get there, switch the weight. So I'm on the front of my right foot and the back of my left. And turn your knees in. And try and get to the point where you can kind of walk sideways. I have good news for you. The choreography works if you don't do the foot thing. So while you're figuring it out, feel free to just be like, this is this part, YMCA, whatever you got to do. But if you got that on your hard drive and you want to just push yourself a little bit, we're going to try and do those at the same time. So our first shape is up with our knees in. Our next shape is out with our hands on our shoulders. Our next shape is in with our hands on our hips. And our last shape is out with our hands on our knees. So it goes 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, 5, 7. There are a million variations on those poses that you can do. There's not really any that are wrong as long as you make strong choices. I really recommend going back and looking at vintage videos of the 1920s. You'll see this kind of thing a lot. There's a bunch of fad dances that had similar type things to them. This is very much a vanilla, hybrid, watered-down version of a bunch of other actual legit dances. But we're just doing it for 8 counts, and I want you to be able to do it in our routine. So go back and find inspiration. If you need plate clips, hit me up, and I'll send you some examples. But for now, that's 8 counts. So we just finished, before this, we did our run, run, run. So we had our 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, back, front, run, 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 and boom, back. So let's go from that first twist. 8, 1, and see if we can make it all the way through there. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, back, front, run, 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 and in, out, in, out. I'm assuming it's perfect. So we're gonna have the next 8 count of our weird little bridge. I'm gonna bring you down here so you can see my knees a little up close, and also some of our boxes. Sorry, I couldn't really get the room so clean. So we're here, our feet are out, our hands are on our knees. We're gonna twist in and bring our knees together, and we're gonna let the hands cross over and twist out. We twist in, put the hands back where they came from, and twist out. Don't worry about what hand goes on top. Go with whatever one feels most natural for you. Boom, wah, boom, wah. You notice I'm standing on my heels right now? That's easy. I can also do it just on the balls of my feet. You can also do it with the crawl we talked about before. Go with the easy one for you. We got a lot of other stuff to think about in a choreography. Take some time with this move, the bee's knees here, and figure it out on your own what version you like the best. You can also do it with no rotation in your feet at all, if that's easier. Just make sure you're not doing damage to your knees if you don't let your feet absorb some of that. It's totally doable. Just if it starts to hurt, you're doing it wrong. So check yourself before you wreck yourself. Cool. So this section so far, from our twists, goes 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to show you the musical cues there because I think I just counted it wrong for the breeze the knee, or the bee's knees. That's the name. I did. It's 1, 3, 5, 7. It's a little bit pushed on those beats. It's not actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ba, 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 ba. And that gives that sense of a little lag between the second hit and the third. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. But let's try just that section with music. If you want to jump in before, if you know where we're at, go ahead. We're really trying to hit that 1, 3, 5, 7. And that's just going in, out, in, out. So you got lots of time on those. Where's our timestamps? That'll work. So those bee's knees are way slower than you think they're going to be because you've been pushing really hard on those dense rhythms, and it goes So give yourself lots of time to make those knee shifts really dramatic. So start. Try not to go wow wow. Go ba 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 ba. Keep it really staccato. This part da da da. I like it loosey goosey because that's what the music's doing. But when we hit that Charleston rhythm, I want to hit hard. Cool. Let's go from the top and see if we can keep our heads on our shoulders. Or wherever they're supposed to be during this choreography. Watch Charleston. 5, 6, 7, 8. I didn't see any mistakes. It's a joke because I can't see you. But I'm sure you're doing great. If you are having trouble remembering what comes next, let me know. If you're having trouble with a particular move, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to jump right into the last bit of our choreography for the day. Good news is most of you already know the next two moves because they're just jump Charleston. I'm going to give you some options on it, but it's totally fine with basic vanilla, whatever your jump Charleston is here as well. So that means that on 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, I need to get on my left foot again, so my right foot's ready to kick. So that's pretty instinctive to those of you that have done a lot of Charleston stuff, but just remember you need to get to your left so you're ready to kick with your right. You kick across on 1, you step down on 3, you step back on 5, ball change. So it goes kick, step, step, ball change. And I like to make that ball change back front a little bit so I get driving forward and I can be a little bit more aggressive on that. I kick across my body using the twist in my lower abs. You can give as much lift or not to this as you want. The first one, I'm keeping really regular on those rhythms. I'm just going 1, 3, 5, and 7. Second one, you're totally welcome to do exactly the same thing. Or if you want, you can do 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, and square out that ball change. So it's now a run instead of a ball change. The music kind of likes that, I think, but the ball change works just fine too. So if you want to square that out, awesome. If you don't know what I just said, stick with the normal one. There's a lot of choreography to memorize, so don't push yourself too hard. You can always come back to this video. It's going to be up on our channel forever, or at least for a long time, and get the other variation in there. So we have our bee's knees, ba, 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 and jump. 3, 5, and 7, and 1, 3, 5, 7, 8. We're kind of back to a similar feeling to what we had at the beginning, where we had 2 big things and then 2 smaller things. Jen, being the creative genius that she is, decided not to give us a 4/8 chorus this time. We're doing a 6/8, 12-bar structure here. She's goes a little bit more, like there's more to the solo. You'll hear it going on, so it does fit the classic structure, but she just phrases it in cool ways. If that didn't make sense to you, again, ignore me. We're just dancing. So we're doing jump Charleston twice. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, 5, 7. 1, 3, 5, 7, 8. And my 8 is going to get me set up to do my little shim sham step here. So that means we got a couple options on how to change that weight. On that jump Charleston, 1, 3, 5, and 7, 8. I do that ball change. If I'm going to do the quarter notes, 1, 3, 5, 7, 8. I need to do both feet switching at the same time. 1, 3, 5, 7, 8. It has to be a split forward like that. So that was much more difficult. Structurally, the ball change and just throwing your foot out in front is much easier and kind of has the same effect. So choose your own adventure. If I'm dancing more all out, like I'm dancing at full speed and I'm really dancing in a space that I have room, I like to do the more quarter note one with the split weight thing. At the speed that we're dancing, at the intensity I can dance in this space, I like the ball change. So both of them are valid, in my opinion. So our next step is the shim sham step for 4 counts. We just have that right foot up to the side, drag in, left foot up the side, drag in on 8. 8, 1, 2, 3. We're going to throw that right foot out again, but this time instead of going off to the side like this, we're going directly toward our audience, and we're paddling ourselves around for 2 counts. So paddle turn is where I'm balanced on one leg and I'm using the other foot to really, like, paddle me around in a circle. We're doing 180 degrees. So we're going to show our butts to the audience here for the next 8 count. So we had 8, 1, 2, 3, paddle turn, paddle turn. The same thing, 2, 3, paddle turn, paddle turn. So touch, drag, push around, touch, drag, push around, push around. That comes right after our jump Charleston, so let's do that all together. 2 jump Charlestons, 2 of this shim sham paddle turn thing. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, 5, 7, 8. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Paddle turn, shim sham, paddle turn, paddle turn. Cool. If you have questions on that, let me know. It's one of our simpler parts, but it is a little bit tricky because it rotates and you're having to do footwork. So if you're not used to the steps, it can be a little weird. So don't feel bad about asking questions on it, but otherwise, I'm going to plow forth. Because we're almost to the end of our choreography, and I would love to give us time for at least a couple of run-throughs to cement that before we move away from today's class. So this step, I think we haven't done in any of the videos yet. So we just finished our last paddle turns. Paddle turn, paddle turn. We're going to do a kick step across our body with our right foot. So I'm kicking toward my left wall over here with my right foot. I'm going to bring my left foot out, kind of swinging it around. And then I'm going to tuck my knee in and rotate my hips almost all the way to this wall. It's more like a 45 to 60 degrees toward my right wall. So I have kick, step, drop. Kick, step, drop. Then we're going to reverse that and kick our left leg toward the right side. Kick, step, drop. And we're going lower in my standing leg is why I'm saying drop. I'm bending those knees. And at the same time, flipping my hips over. So it doesn't feel to me like a turn, like I'm driving a bus wheel with my hips here. It's not this. It's like flipping a pancake. It just appears on the other side. So it's a really quick switch that flips. So let's try that move a few times in a row just to get that in our bodies. It goes 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Join when you want. 5, 6, 7. Kick, step, twist. 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 We're getting rid of this futon, and I'll have more room for next time. But for now, that's about as big as I can move. You can definitely do that move a little bit more spread out. And hopefully I'll be in a space next week where I'm able to do that as well. But this goes, this is our last little section of our choreography. So I really want to make sure that we are keeping it clean. And again, this is not a wow, wow, wow. It's a da, 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 ja, ja, ja. So keep it a little bit sharp if you can. So that hip flip has to be pretty sharp. From there, we got 3 of those in a row. So remember, we started with our right foot kicking. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. We're going to square off our hips to the front. Do a kickball change with our left foot. Kick, ball, change. And then get low on that left foot. So I'm kind of coming at you. So if I'm facing you, that last bit goes kick, ball, change, down. Let's show that section just by itself. Start the right foot kicking across. You're welcome to dance along or watch. We go 5, 6, 7, 8. Kick and drop. Kick and drop. Kick and drop. Kick, ball, change, down. So all together, we go 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7. If you have questions on that, go ahead and write them up there. Running low on minutes, so go ahead and I'll give you a second to write questions if you got them, because I want to make sure I answer those before we're out of time. And I'll finish my last shots of coffee out of my 4. One of those weeks, you know. All right, so let's go back just a little bit. So we're going to go just before that kick and drop thing. So we have our shim shams with the paddle turns. Starting with the right foot on count 8. We go 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Turn around, turn around. 8, 1, 2, 3. Turn around. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7. If you have any extra bandwidth, I would love for the 3s to melt a little bit. I want to be sharp, sharp, meow, sharp, sharp, meow on the first 3 of those steps. So we can go, instead of being kick, step, twist, kick, step, twist, I want to go kick, step, kick, step, and let that melt happen. Add that as it becomes comfortable in the memorization. It's okay if you're a little staccato for now, but try and play with that, letting your standing leg absorb a little extra weight on that 3 and 7. Let's go a little earlier. So we're going to go back to our jump Charlestons. We just finished our bee's knees. Out here. We go 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, 5, and 7. 1, 3, 5. Shim sham. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7. All right, let's go earlier still. In fact, I think we can do it from the top. So let's talk through this real quick. We have squat Charleston. We have the crawls. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. You have your crazy legs that touch in front. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hop down. Double kicks. 3, 5, 7. Fishtails. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Twist. 1, 2, 3. Kick, ball change. Run, run. We have our back, front, run, run, run. Then we're into our weird bridge. 1, 3, 5, 7. And our Charleston bee's knees. And you already know the rest. Here we go. From the top, with music. I feel weird saying from the top every time I say it now because of that song. From the top, make it stop. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh. One more time. I got startled by a neighbor staring at me through the window. Go tell my teachers or whatever. Where are we at? 55 seconds. And let's try it one more time. We made it through. Cool. Take a moment, grab some water. We're going to go through it one more time. If you have questions, now's a great time to put them in there because this is sort of your last chance to get questions in the chat. Otherwise, of course, I'm always available. I'm at Lindy Hopping at Instagram if you want to DM me there. I am Hep to the Jive, facebook.com/Hep to the Jive. You can find me there. And I'm also on TikTok at Lindy Hopping until however many days from now when they stop having TikTok be downloadable. And one more time from the very beginning of our not beginning start at 55 seconds. Reminder in case you came in late, this is the second section of a choreography. The first section we've already done, and there's a link down there in the doodly-doo to go watch that video and catch up. If you're interested in performing that on a video that lots of folks will see soon, shoot me a message. I just told you my contact info, so you can message me through YouTube as well, I suppose. Or Ben at syncopationfoundation.org if you're an email type person, or at Lindy Hopping at Twitter. On Twitter, we can do all those things. But I would love to see as many faces in there as we can get. So if you want to memorize a little choreo and put a video together, I will bring you fans. Cool, let's do it one more time from the beginning. Starting with that squat Charleston. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. So awesome. We made it through. Again, that was The Earthquake Drill by Jen Hodge All-Stars. That album is partially released right now. You can get that song and a couple others on the Bandcamp link down below. The official full album release is coming up in 10 days. And if you are in our class on Sunday, or on Saturday, I mean, next week I will promote that with more details as I have them. But also check out Jen Hodge Bass, all one word, is her sort of tag for everything on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, I think on YouTube, but also on Bandcamps. And she has all the information on her launch going up in those places. If you have questions, hit me up. If you are having a down week, don't forget to listen to some good music. I put a link again down there for the Syncopation Foundation sort of community jazz playlist. If you need something to inspire you or just to drown out the noise, there's some great music in there. If you have songs that you would like people to know about, that you're just like, oh, I love jamming to this swing song, I wish people knew about it, let me know. I will add it to that playlist, and it is a community-based thing, so it's not all just me dumping songs there. Actually, a bunch of the songs in there are from some of our DJs from East Side Stomp and T-Town Swing, and some of them are from just random dancers that were like, I have this song that inspires me, and sent it to us. And a couple of European DJs have added to that list now as well. So check that out, give it a listen. And if there's something that you think I should add, let me know. Otherwise, we are doing Wednesday night technique classes for the Patreon subscribers, the $15 or above tier. Hit that up if you want. If you're just like, you know what, I want the Syncopation Foundation to be there when I get back, you can go to syncopationfoundation.org/donate. There's a link for that as well. And don't forget to vote this year, because that's becoming more and more obvious that we need to be doing those things. And stay safe. I will see you all when I